So to get the seat off, there's one here, and then this little cover comes off, and then there's a cap screw here to take the seat off, and then there's a bolt, a big bolt up under here. Up under here, once you can lift the seat and the tank up a bit, then you can unbolt the seat from the tank. And then the tank has just some pins on the front, so you just slide the tank back and it will come free. Good idea to make sure your tank's pretty much empty when you do it, just to make it a little bit lighter and you haven't got a full tank of sloshy fuel in there. So you should be able to lift the seat up now. There's just a little rubber clip on the back, and then your sheet should lift up, and then you've got a, can you see it? There's a nut under there. So normally just get a piece of wood and put it under there. When you're doing your seat, there's 3 holes because you've got 3 adjustments on your seat position for forward and backwards. So I normally just slip a bit of wood, about 20mm thick, just slip it underneath the tank here, and then you can get your 17mm spanner, I think it is, to undo the seat. So that's just sitting on the petrol pump hoses there, so just don't put any weight on the tank while you're doing this. It just gives you enough room to get a 17mm ring spanner in on the seat bolt. Then you can just turn it and put it underneath the tank. And then if you just wiggle the seat around a bit, you can get to the nut without the spanner. So you've just got this bolt here that holds the seat. It just bolts into there. Get that in the picture. Okay, that holds it onto the tank. And the back part of the seat just clips into this rubber piece here. So now you can get to the fuel pump cable, undo the fuel pump. Okay, that's the fuel pump undone. And then we'll just undo the hoses. So put a bit of a rag down underneath here. Oops. I'll just move the block of wood up to the back of the tank. So just going to have that holding the back of the tank so we can get to the hoses. We can get to these hoses here. And you just put a rag down because you will get a little bit of petrol coming out. You'll get a little bit from the pump, but not much. The tank won't continuously leak. Okay, this one should come off. Got the other side off. As you'll see, just a little bit of petrol will come out. Shake it out of the hose. Right. Next, take the 2 dome cap screws out of here. Get this rubber cover off, because there is 2 breather hoses behind here for the tank ventilation, which is much easier to get off if you take this plastic cover off first. Right, so now the cover's off, you can just get a screwdriver and just push these 2 hoses off. There's one hose here, one hose here, and then just leave those hoses on the bike and the tank should be able to come out now. So there's your pins that hold the tank to the frame, your hose pipes, and they fit in here. I normally put a bit of silicone grease on them, otherwise they're quite sticky. There's the hoses, just leave those in there.